the name is Brandon Groce. And we are the Game Changers. Designers, creatives alike. We are in a world that runs on value. Our next designs will be the shiniest. Our next animation will be the most buttery. Ladies and gentlemen, Game Changers, let the games begin. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Editor X Live with me, your host, Brandon Groce. I'm super excited to have all of you guys in the live chat here. We have JT, Gabriel, we have Victor, glad to see you all, and many others who are watching the replay. With that said, today we are going to be talking about Spline, which is an amazing 3D free platform that allows you to really insert 3D interactive objects into your websites and actually be able to allow those who are visiting your website to interact with them. So what we're going to show you guys today is, one, kind of give you a little bit of an intro to Spline. We're not going to dive deep into it. We're going to show you the URL. We're going to kind of explain it to you, and then we're going to export some of the already produced projects there, and I'll also show you guys some of the projects that some of my own very rudimentary 3D projects, how I have put them into Spline and exported them into Editor X. And if we have time, I'll show you guys just how we can put a little bit of a spin on top of those interactive elements. So that's really it. Kimberly, what's going on? Glad to have you. I'm glad you're digging the intro. All right, so let's go to my screen and let us begin. And my hand is already messed up today, guys. Apologize, y'all have to see that. It's the carpal tunnel. All right, so this is Spline. You guys can go to spline.design to basically get the beautifulness that we are going to be working on today. And of course, I think there is I have not used the actual native application, but I have used the web app. And so what the web app is, if we go into my next tab here, there are tons of already pre-made 3D applications here. We can go ahead and click in these. And it loads. And essentially we have a full like 3D project here. We can zoom in and out, we can move it, and let's see, if I remember correctly, we can rotate holding Alt as well. So we have a full 3D. We can either use what is there. Obviously, we are artists and designers. We want to use our own things, which is awesome. By the way, I was playing around with a little bit of the 3D laptop that they have here, the Mac one, or the Apple version. And you can also upload your own artwork, which I hope to, just like the internet Jesus, this works, because I think it's loading right now. Hold on. Or maybe it's changed. Let me go to one of the things. So I kind of imported a design piece in here. Now, granted, what I upload in here is not at all optimized for web. Like, I literally took like one of the biggest 3D projects I had and literally just like threw it in here to see if it worked. I'm actually really curious to see what would happen if I put my avatar in this, if it would explode or not. You know, that's one of the next things I want to try out. But let me see. Yeah, I think it's gonna take a really long time. So I put this in and I was like, all right, let me see how dense of a project I can just throw in here, and see what kind of pops out. So we have, you know, I put this really, and of course it's not, guys, not a 3D artist, but you know, I tried to put something together, and you know, I wanted to see if I changed all the colors and just popped it into Editor X, what would happen. And my entire web browser is running a little slow because of this one particular thing. So let me go ahead and close this. I'm going to close a couple of these because, or that one in particular. And I've also have it opened on one of my websites. And I think that's making it's literally making my computer run very slow. So first off, let me show you this. So what I've done here is I've taken, let's go one step at a time. I've taken this pre-made 3D object here that, you know, they already have for us to test out. All I've done is I've clicked export and I've taken the embed iframe code. I literally just clicked copy. I went and opened up a brand new spanking Editor X website,
And all I did was I dragged in, I went to embed in social, I went to embed widget, and I dragged that out into a section. And all I did was, hold on, let me refresh here. I'm gonna have to delete one of my pages because that skull horn thing is really taking a lot of power. I highly recommend you use optimized 3D assets only, guys. Okay, so like I said, if we look at my layers here, we have a section, we have an iframe that is essentially 100% width, 100% vertical, and in terms of how it's stretched. And so when we go ahead and publish this, which I've already done, it's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I am just using my mouse to just drag this. I can literally just push, pull, zoom in and out, and this is really cool. So honestly, you guys could either create your own assets, download assets from the internet, pull them into Spline, change the colors of those objects. You also can do those things in here as well. Like for example, if I wanted to click this chicken and it has certain elements here or materials, or if the amazing individual allows for color changes, I don't think. Oh, okay. So let's say if I wanted to change our little friend's body, I can go in here, I can get this color, and I could change this to a turquoise. I was about to call it a bunny. A turquoise chicken. And I can export this and pop it in. So it's really cool. You can bring in, I think that's the coolest thing. You can download assets, pop them in here. If you guys are, Adobe, for example, is really trying to get into this where they're really trying to offer as many 3D things with their 3D platforms to allow people like us who are not 3D designers to pull those into our creative projects, pull them in here, and then we can pull them into Editor X. And then we can make a site on top of them. So with this started, I actually want to show you guys what I attempted to do with the homepage. I'm really scared that this is going to blow some stuff up, guys. Like I already said, this is not optimized. So let's go ahead, and I tried to pull in my skull into the web page, and I was actually very impressed. It does take a little bit of time to load. I highly don't recommend you doing this for site speed reasons. But let's go ahead and view this site. It's going to be blank for a while. We'll give it like a minute, but I want to show you this. And I've changed some of the colors. Let me see. All right, so boom, here. So I've changed some of the colors. Of course, it's not perfect, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. It's looking pretty good. Now, of course, I did not export this well either. I'm actually really curious too. I haven't messed around with this, but I would love for, to be able to position this almost kind of like this, and have like some wording here, and have my visitors be able to rotate this. Of course, that probably takes a little bit of understanding how you are placing the iframe. That I haven't experimented with. That I will leave for you guys to kind of play around with. But what we're gonna do today is drop one of our projects in the background and just design over top. And I'll look to see what you guys create and share with us in the Discord accordingly. So I'm excited to see what you all put together. And by the way, if you haven't already and you're enjoying what we are doing and you want to enjoy the future fruits of our labor from this channel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and join our amazing Editor X community. All those links you can find in the description and on this video. Okay, so for not exploding my computer, we are going to set our homepage to test 2. Actually, I want to try to attempt to design on this, just because selfishly it is my I like the project, but I think it's not gonna bode well for our computer and just the time that we have today. So actually, let's try. We're gonna do a little bit of a it's a little bit of a risk, but if we start to have trouble, guys, we are going to switch. So I am going to go ahead, our section, I'm going to add a container over top of this. So we're gonna go to quick add container, scale this, and we are going to go to the design tab. We're gonna add a custom color. We're going to maybe go grab a dark bluish purple, hit apply. JT says, now I want a 3D logo. I think this is super cool, and Lorraine is glad to see you. The gang is here, guys. I'm glad to see you all in the chat, and I hope you all are having an amazing day. And by the way, I do have to shout out to a lot of you for, really doing some amazing things in the Discord. I'm excited to constantly see you all produce new things and pushing just how much can be done in a short period of time. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to reduce the background color of this. And I'm actually really curious. I am assuming that based on where we place the camera, this is just a little thing that I'm thinking about here. There is a camera setting in Spline. Of course, I'm a newbie when it comes to Spline, so don't take my, I have no idea where it is. But what you can do here is you can control where the floor is, where the lighting is coming from. And I did see in particular with my project, there is a camera in which we can place it. So let's see, there's camera, personal camera. So I'm thinking, let's try this, guys. I am curious. And you know what's sad? I did not save my project here. So it went back to its original colors. But yeah, for that reason, guys, we're just gonna switch and do. I have to think. What do you all want? Do you want to do this, or do you want to do the laptop? I think the laptop is kind of, it's general, and it applies. And if we need to change something, it won't take a lot of time. I think this is the safest bet. So let's go ahead and let's go here. I want to change how it appears. So I'm going to drag this over here. And maybe, let's see, default personal camera, edit frame. All right. Exit frame. I'm gonna pull this over just a little bit more over here. Edit frame. All right, let's go ahead and try this. I'm gonna pull this down just a little bit. Edit frame. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and export this. I am going to copy the iframe yet again. I'm gonna go over to my iframe. I'm gonna edit the code, copy paste, update. And I have no idea why it's still there in the center. All right, let me see. Default camera, personal camera. Let's try to figure this out live together, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see. I think that's what it was. So we're gonna do edit frame. We are in personal camera. Let's try to export this one more time. Play settings, yes. And this is, I guess, where you can edit whether you want the people who are interacting with this to be able to orbit, pan, zoom, soft orbit, and whatever these other things are. So I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go back to our embed, copy. And let's see if this works. Doesn't look like it's any different code, so I'm curious. Let's go ahead and hit publish and see what happens. And I do need to change the home page. So I'm going to close this. Close this. I'm going to go to page, test 2, set as home page, publish. And even if this doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen, this is just another thing for us to practice and try out. But we will be putting some things over top of this though. Aw, sadly, I can't get it to be over here. I have no idea why. But that is really interesting. Okay, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we are just going to design over top of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Go to my layers. Where is our container? We have to make it again. Section, 3 dots. Let's go ahead and make quick add. We'll grab a container. Full scale. We're going to go to our layout right here. We're going to do a fixed. I'm actually going to scale this down here. I'm going to do a 50% width. And I am going to do a height 100%. Oops. Just like this. I'm going to left align this. Now, another thing I think I would like to do is I'm going to go to my section and I'm going to apply a grid and I'm going to do a 2x1, just like this. So we have a little bit of a 50-50. And honestly, what I think I might do here is I'm going to take this iframe and I'm just going to stick this on the right side of our section here, just like that. That way we can actually kind of control what's happening. Now for this background, I want to know what the hex code is for the background here. So let's go ahead and try to find what this is. I'm assuming that this is the correct hex code for the background found in Spline. JT is asking, can we do additional lighting? The answer is yes. I believe in Spline you are able to, if I am correct here. Let's see, create new object. Yes, so you can add new cameras, new point light, new directional light, new spotlight. So essentially this is like your handy dandy online version of maybe something like Cinema 4D. Obviously you can't do all of the complex stuff, but when it comes to just like objects, placing other things in here, you know, they have all of your basic things when it comes to rectangles, circles, ellipses, cubes, spheres, pen tool. What is this? Edit the frame. I still don't understand the edit the frame because we weren't able to get this in the center when we tried. So I'm gonna have to research that for you guys and let you know how that goes. But I really wonder if, because I had the same project open in 2 tabs, if they were overwriting each other, and that's why exporting the code here wasn't really working for us. I wonder if that was the case. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put that background color on our left side here. There we go. That does not look like the correct color. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna cheat really quick. I'm gonna take a screenshot, open up XD real quick. JT said, that's awesome. I hate Photoshop editing. All right, I'm gonna just paste what I just copied here. And I'm sure I could have found the actual hex code in Spline. I just, I'm not sharp enough at the platform as of yet to figure out where or what layer they were hosting. Huh. Did I? Oh, okay, here we go. Perfect. And let me go ahead and take the opacity of that off. I'm gonna also put this color on our section too. There we go. And the reason why I did that is there was basically space here that I did not like. So adding that there. So all what we can do here is we're gonna apply a grid to our container. We're gonna do a 1x3, giving us some space for a title, subcopy, maybe a button, and a bottom spot if we want to do anything with that. And let's see, do we want to do anything? Let's go ahead and give a background to this as well. We're gonna make the logo white. We're gonna pretend that this is our laptop logo. And let's go ahead and just add let's add a title. And we're gonna make this sucker big. I'm gonna make this, let's do 70 pixels. Learning Spline is fun. Got those. I'm going to put this on 2 lines. I do want to do a different text. let's go ahead and do monument. And maybe I want this to be, nah, not bold, but I want all of them to be like a uppercase. So, learning spline. Learning spline in editor X. Place this here. Maybe we want, there we go, 3 lines looks okay. I'm gonna fix the height here. I'm not gonna do auto spacing. We're gonna do 1.2. I think 1.2 is good. And we're gonna go ahead and make this white. Color, white. And let's go ahead and move on to our paragraph. Just add this here, right below. We're gonna just do 2 lines. We're gonna give this a 16 pixels. We're gonna make this a little bit gray. We don't want it to stand out more than our title here. And I'm gonna kind of leave the lorem ipsum for now. And we are going to add a button here. And we're gonna make this a nice big pink text piece here. Now there was a question in our Discord that was actually really good. It's how to make our text, our button text scalable. And I will answer that in just a question, but before I do, I'm gonna change this background here to a light pink. And I'm wondering, should I do black? Let's see what that looks like for the text. I don't know. What do you guys think? White or black text? I think white looked, honestly, you know, a lot nicer. So I'm gonna stick with that. Now, to go back to what I was saying, a lot of people have, you know, one of the questions was, hey, I'm scaling my button, but the text is not scaling with it. And so what I recommend here, especially going from desktop to tablet to mobile, is where you want to change the text size for each breakpoint is right here in the design panel. Okay, you can also change it for the size for when you hover, but you want to change this font size for every breakpoint. Okay, just wanted to answer that very quickly. And let's see. So I think we're gonna stick with this, and we're just gonna make things responsive, guys. We have enough time, and let's go ahead and get jiggy with it. So I'm going to set this to, I'm gonna set this to 100. 100%. Or rather, let me go ahead and click this container. I'm gonna go to the layout. I am going to set the margin to, let's say 40 pixels for now. Let's do the padding. 40 pixels. Let's do 60 pixels. Let's try 80. All right. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna right align all of the content that's in here. The paragraph, the button, the title. There we go. Okay. And so now I'm also gonna fix these things for now. Things might get a little feisty, but it's okay. We're gonna go to tablet. We're very quickly going to switch to our section. Change grid layout. We're gonna switch from side by side. We're gonna do a 1x2. We're now gonna give all of these things space. I'm going to move this button down to the third row here. Push this up. Okay, I'm going to take this hamburger menu. I'm going to make this white. I'm going to give some space actually to all these things here. So I'm going to select my section, or my container rather. Pull this down. Pull this down. And remember that any of the changes that you make to the sections, the containers, the grids per breakpoint does not change anything. Okay, now one thing that we do need to fix here is the container, or rather our section. If we look at our height, 100 VH, and look what happens to our laptop, it gets crushed. So what we need to do is we need to extend this. So we're going to do 200 VH for now, and we are going to push up this section. Oop, not the container. We're going to give space to this bottom this bottom gridded section, and push everything in the top gridded area up. Okay, going back to my container to edit this again, just readjusting the size of everything. And I think, you know, we're pretty good with this. We don't need to do anything too special. Let's go to mobile. And now the changes that we're going to make here is we're going to go to edit text. We're going to make a scaling text. We're going to start at 50, and we are going to just scale these things down. Edit text. And I'm going to just start messing around with pieces of text here and see which works best. For here, I'm going to switch width to 100 or 100%. Let's see what's happening over here. Okay. I'm going to pull this paragraph in. I'm going to push this grid down. Center this text here. And for this container padding, I can reduce this. So I'm going to reduce it to about 40 pixels. Getting a question from the live chat. Lorraine is asking, would you be able to drop in a laptop HTML in assets or Discord for us? I can, but I don't actually have this. I can definitely send you guys the page for where I got these. It's very simple. Lorraine, I showed in the beginning. So if I actually go to Open App, I believe, and I go to Library, Spline already has tons of different assets you all can play with. All you need to do is just open it up. And wait. Do a little dance. And then all you have to do is export and grab this embed iframe, and you pop that into your Editor X iframe, which is, you can go to your plus, go to embed in social, and you're going to use your embed widget, pull that into your website and edit code, and you drop the Spline iframe code right here. So let's go ahead and, guys, we didn't get a chance to refine everything in this. So the main thing in this is I want to show you guys that, 1, Spline is awesome. 2, that you are able to easily pull in 3D assets into your site. And 3, the Spline content works on all breakpoints. And I'm as well as on your mobile phone. So when I drop this in the Discord, regardless if it's ugly or not, I would really love for you guys to open this up on your phone and just play with it and see what happens. But let's go ahead and let's publish this. All good, Lorraine. If I was able to very quickly create a laptop, I would totally do it. But all right, let's see. So we're going to give this a hot second for it to load in. So we have our nice little laptop here. And of course, we did not spend a lot of time on responsivity and making sure that this is in the exact spot that we want. But I just, the main thing here is spend time cleaning this up. Looks good. We have our really cool interactive element over here. We have our tablet version here. This is probably like the cleanest version right here. We have our laptop that is still able to be pulled in, up, down. We can zoom in and out. Very nice. And we also have our smaller version here as well, which is the mobile version. And we have our laptop. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can see where the cutoff is, right? So this is essentially where we have the 50-50. So this is some really cool stuff, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take this website and I'm going to go ahead and drop it into our Discord so that you guys can take a peek at it as well. And then we're going to also check out some of the really cool submissions from the peeps in our Discord from our last challenge. So let's go here. Boom. And by the way, for those of you watching, this is in our Discord where you're going to go ahead and drop all of the things that you create along with us. And we're super excited to see what you all produce. All right, I am going to just make sure that you submit your name, the challenge number, and the link to your beautiful website. So, of course, my name, Brandon Groce. We are in challenge number, is it 8? Wow. And we are doing Spline. Spline and Editor X. All right. Gonna hit enter. Now let's go ahead and check out Gabriel and Kim. Wait, hold on. We had a long conversation in here the other day. I was trying to click the name to open up the site. We have Kimberly and we have Yuya. So yesterday was a SpongeBob script. Yo, this you guys are crazy. I love this. Holy cow. Wait, hold up. By that, wow. This is so cool. I love it. Our challenge was vertical menus, and this is absolutely awesome. We have a sticky menu here. It's beautiful. And Kim, this was super awesome. I love the fact that you used buttons and a dope hover effect with some really cool 3D objects in here. Just, it really goes well with the beauty aesthetic. You made it sticky. You have some beautiful video in the background. You're even using sticky and animations here. It's amazing. I'm gonna close some of these browsers, guys, because all of the 3D stuff is killing my stuff. Excellent job. There are some cuts off here, but I have no idea why. We'll have to figure that out. But excellent job, all of you. This is that was like the, hold on, how do I clap with my hands? There we go. And Yuya, this was absolutely awesome. I know this was last project, but I just wanted to showcase the awesomeness. A few things in terms of like the centering here, but I love the aesthetic of the immediacy of the hero here. You know, this, I'm hungry. I'm ordering ice cream as soon as I get off. But this is her first submission of something that is super complex, and I absolutely love it. And I'm excited for more people to join us in our Discord. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for hanging out. Don't forget to submit your challenges in the Discord. We're excited to see all of your work. And until next time, guys, I will see you on another episode. And if you guys want to learn more about Editor X and all the cool things you can do with it, definitely subscribe, like this video, and check out the other content that we have on this channel. So with that, thank you guys all in the live chat, and I will see you in the Discord for any questions that you have. Take it easy and have a great day. Bye. Dope responsive websites.